Risky behavior.
The views and opinions expressed on this channel are solely those of the host and guest and are intended for entertainment and discussion purposes only. This channel does not promote bias, hatred, or discrimination of any kind. All questions posed and thoughts shared are part of a critical thinking exercise and are not meant to offend or judge any individual or group. We encourage respectful dialogue and love for all. Please remember to think critically and engage thoughtfully. We aim to foster a positive and inclusive community where everyone feels welcome. Thank you for being a part of Risky Behavior ENT.
Risky behavior.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Risky Behavior ENT, where I, your humble host, Mr. Diabolical himself, brings awareness to the cases that expose the cracks in our culture, the failures in our parenting norms, and the dangerous ways adults normalize exploitation. What am I talking about? Well, I'm sure you see the title. She let her 5-year-old wax nude adults. Who am I talking about? Well, pardon me as I share my screen. And I'm going to bring her up so that you can see her face as I continue my intro. Okay. And there we go. There we go. Her name is Jasmine Moss, who is charged with child neglect and abuse. This is a good one. It's a very interesting case. I'm very interested to know how the audience will judge this case. So, today's case is one that should disturb every parent, every educator, and every person who believes children deserve protection, not pressure. Now, this is the story of Jasmine Moss, a mother who allowed and allegedly encouraged her 5-year-old daughter to perform waxing services on adult clients. I'm not talking about pretend play, not a toy salon, actual waxing on grown adults in a real business environment. I know, sounds crazy. I want to say that this isn't cute. This isn't entrepreneurship. This is a child being pushed into adult spaces, adult responsibilities, and adult physical contact long before she even understands what those boundaries mean. And today we're going to do a little unpacking how this happened, why it was allowed to go on as long as it did, and what it says about the culture of clout chasing, hustle culture, and parental negligence in 2026. And I do have to say personally, and I'm about to play the news clip, clout chasing has gone too far. And I think this is why this mother, Jasmine Moss, finds herself in the trouble that she's currently in, all in the name of clout chasing and trying to prove to people, look, we getting our hustle on. Now, this is Risky Behavior ENT, where we don't sugarcoat, we don't sanitize, and we don't look away. Here we go.
It was a case that had a lot of people talking. A woman accused of letting her 5-year-old daughter wax dozens of adult clients. And today, she appeared in court. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. WRG's Braille Brown has more on why her hearing was reset and the outcome her attorney is hoping for.
Hopefully I can convince them to drop this.
Here's your attorney in the state are continuing to work on this matter to see how this is going to be resolved. There may need to be to see how this is going to ultimately play out.
I apologize. My screen glitched a little bit.
Convince them to drop this.
Here's your attorney in the state are continuing to work on this matter to see how this is going to be resolved. There may need to be some time to see how this is going to ultimately play out.
Jasmine Moss, charged with child neglect and abuse for allegedly allowing her 5-year-old daughter to wax dozens of nude adult clients at Moss's home waxing business.
It's an unusual case. It's a little complicated because there was a DCS investigation, and also there's some licensing issues with Miss Moss with the cosmetology board. So we need some time to investigate that.
The allegations against Moss came in light after a viral Instagram post, which, according to the court documents, showed the girl applying hot wax on nude clients. Court documents say in the post, Moss wrote she and her daughter waxed 24 people. Her defense attorney told Your News leader after spending time investigating, they believe the state should drop the case.
Certainly, maybe some questionable parenting, but does that amount to a crime? And our position is that it does not. DCS investigated this. The child is still in Ms. Moss's custody. Again, we're just hopeful that we can convince the prosecutors that what they have is somebody who made a mistake, who has remedied that mistake, is back on track, and the criminal justice system does not need to be involved.
The next court appearance for Moss is set for July 16th. Reporting for Your News leader, Braille Brown, WRUG News Channel 3.
Goddess.
I do want to point out that he said, "Oh, well, DCS did an investigation." I think we all know that DCS investigations don't mean shit. I mean, as a matter of fact, early this year, I saw where they had a little girl. She was starved to death by her stepmother. She was living with her father and his wife. The little girl was taken from the home because she was being abused by the stepmother. The stepmother got tried and convicted. The little girl went to stay with her grandma, right? After some time, guess whose house she ended up back at? The father and the stepmother's house. You can guess what happened because I already told you. She got starved to death. DCS was involved. The court systems was involved. So DCS investigation, it don't mean shit. These people don't give a damn about children. So saying that DCS investigated as if there's some credible, trusting entity is ridiculous. Another thing is this. She didn't even have all her licenses together to even be doing that type of business in her house. And then what's even crazier is imagine there's a 5-year-old living in a home and your mother brings adults into your home, 24 of them to be exact, is what the mom says. And they all strip naked and your mom is having you wax their naked bodies. Who on earth would think that that's okay behavior? That doesn't even sound right. Like, come on, seriously. There's a reason professional places don't hire 5-year-olds to wax nude people. I think that if you wanted to see, like, say you was just in your head and you was just thinking to yourself, I wonder, can I have a 5-year-old help me wax people for my at home wax people business? And you could just kind of look at what everybody else is doing and saying, well, I never went to get waxed, and it was a 5-year-old doing it in a professional establishment. So if you're going to run your place like a professional establishment, one could just, educated guess the answer would be no, you shouldn't be doing it, right? Anywho, I have an article here from Times Now News. Now I'm gonna read Law and Crime. I like Law and Crime. Shout out to Law and Crime. If you looking at this, once you leave this page, go to Law and Crime Network here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. One-stop shop for all things law and crime. And the article is titled "Questionable Parenting. Mom had 5-year-old daughter help her wax dozens of women, authorities say." Okay. You see a picture of Jasmine Brown with what I would assume is the home in which they live. Okay. A Tennessee mother is hoping a judge will spare her after allegedly allowing her 5-year-old daughter to wax dozens of women. Jasmine Moss, age 30, stands accused of one count of child abuse and child neglect, according to the Memphis Police Department. The incidents occurred in early 2024. On February the 15th, 2024, law enforcement received a series of complaints about a post on social media. Police claim a viral Instagram post showcasing mom's waxing business included several photos of clients. In some photos, the defendant's daughter was depicted applying hot wax to the pubic area of a nude woman, police said, according to Memphis based CBS affiliate WREG. Remember what I would say about clout chasing? These people think everything is for the internet. And when I say people, man, a lot of women are. The mom thought that was okay to post, right? But it's somebody else that we need to consider as well. That grown ass woman that allowed a 5-year-old to pour hot wax on her pubic area, why did she think that was okay? If I ever went somewhere, because I go get massages, right? Let's just say I go get a massage and a kid walks in that room, I'm calling the police. Oh, yeah, you about to get reported. What they say? If you see something, say something. I'm saying something. Ain't no damn kid about to massage me or touch me or be in the room with me while I'm naked. Like, why did anybody think this was okay? Why did it take somebody online to report this? All those people that went to that house, got naked, and had this little girl performing this service for them. Why did none of them report this? Put their clothes back on and go, listen, lady, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not finna lay on this. Why would those women even participate in that? That is insane to me that these adults thought this was okay. That's crazy to me. Let me not get upset. I'm gonna read the article. Moss allegedly operated her hair removal business out of a residence on Glenbrook Street, according to law enforcement. Detectives alleged the defendant's daughter helped apply hot wax to over 24 clients over more than 8 hours at the house, police said, citing language from the since deleted post. Local NBC affiliate WMC TV reported. The post read in relevant part. She literally helped me wax 24 clients starting from 7:25 a.m. to 5 p.m. She made a total of $744, and I'm going to put the money toward whatever her future dreams and aspirations are. See, that's what I was saying earlier when I was saying about this clout chasing. She just had to tell everybody her business. She just had to tell, oh, how much money we making and we hustling, man. Man, my daughter, she doing her thing. She 5 years old and she never in her brain stopped to think like this is wrong. I guarantee you, every woman that laid on that table and let that little girl wax them was probably like, they're like, ooh, girl, you doing good, girl. You got her started off already. She gonna be the greatest entrepreneur ever because you starting her off early. No, she's starting her off wrong. There's a reason we have laws and things in place. It's to protect children. Now, during the initial FOIA over the post, the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance told WREG they received 86 different complaints about the business owner, according to WREG. The case has dragged on since Moss was first arrested. The allegations were sent to a grand jury in May 2024. Then Moss was finally indicted on the counts against her in January 2025. In the intervening time, the volunteer state has opened ancillary investigations, according to a courtroom report by WREG. Hopefully, I can push them to drop this. Blake Bellin, Moss's defense attorney, reportedly said on Thursday, it's an unusual case. It's a little complicated because there's a DCS investigation, and there are some licensing issues with Moss with the cosmetology board. So we need some time to investigate that. The defense attorney outlined the heart of Moss's case in early comments to WMC-TV. Child abuse and neglect usually requires some sort of physical harm or physical injury, and it remains to be seen if they can prove something like that. The defense believes the case should be dropped. Certainly some questionable parenting, but does that amount to a crime? Balin asked out loud during the hearing this week. Our position is that this does not. DCS investigated this, and the child is still in Miss Moss's custody, which we heard that in the news report we just watched. In light of that request, the judge overseeing the case decided to push things back. Addressing Moss directly, the judge said, "It appears your attorney and the state will see how this can be resolved, and they may need some time to see how this will ultimately play out." I think they'll probably do some type of plea deal or something like this and sweep this under the rug. In general, they don't give a damn about children, so I doubt anything will happen when it comes to this. I'm just being honest. All right, my final thoughts. And be sure, man, get in those comments, man. Let me know what you think about this. Should she get in trouble for something like this? Let me know. I won't judge whatever your answer is. Maybe a little bit, but just get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up this video. And also don't forget to hype it as well. So my final thoughts. The Jasmine Moss case is a reminder that not the Jasmine Moss case, not all harm looks like violence. Sometimes it looks like a parent smiling for the camera while their child is being pushed into situations they cannot consent to, cannot understand, and cannot emotionally process. Let's be clear. A 5-year-old is not a business partner. A 5-year-old is not a service provider. A 5-year-old is not a tool for marketing, money, or social media engagement. Children deserve childhood, not careers. And the adults who sat in that chair and allowed a kindergartner to wax them, they're part of the problem too, because exploitation doesn't survive without an audience willing to participate. Parents, take this as your wake-up call. Protect your children from adult environments, adult expectations, and adult pressures. Your child is not your brand. Your child is not your content. Your child is not your employee. And for the culture at large, we have to stop applauding kid entrepreneurs when the truth is that many of them are just children being used as props for adult ambition. As always, Risky Behavior ENT isn't here to judge. We're here to expose, to analyze, and to remind you that your child's safety, innocence, and boundaries matter more than any viral moment ever will. All right. With that being said, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. I appreciate all support. Y'all be blessed out there. Stay safe. Until next time, this is Risky Behavior ENT, and I am Mr. Diabolical himself.
Risky behavior.